Reach in the West with OKC having a commanding 8-game lead. After that, it's a tight race with the 5th-seeded Lakers only 3 games behind the 2-seed Grizzlies. According to ESPN Analytics, OKC and the Lakers have the highest percentage chance to make the conference finals. Let's bring back Wendy and Big Perk along with Stephen A. Wendy, biggest sleeper in the West is?
And I don't even think they're sleeping. I couldn't even answer this because I don't think they're a sleeper. They have won 8 consecutive games, and in this stretch, what you have seen is the re-establishment of Jamal Murray. Now, Jokic is putting up amazing numbers. He could end up winning this MVP award. His numbers are as strong as they've ever been. I think SGA is in the lead because of how great the Thunder have been this year. But he's having an MVP level season. The difference is Jamal Murray has joined him. He's had 4 30-point games during this stretch of 8 wins. He had 55 the other night. When Jamal Murray is playing well, the partnership with him and Jokic has proven to be almost unbeatable. They may have won the title last year had they not totally let go of the rope in the second half of Game 7 at home against the Timberwolves. Still one of the more amazing things I've seen from a defending champion to go out like that. But they are a very strong team, even though they've lost some of their depth because Russell Westbrook, now he's been out recently during this win streak. He's been out with a hamstring injury. He's expected back after the All-Star break. Him going into the starting lineup has been shockingly effective. Jokic has invested in his success. He helps Jokic. He's been a discovery for them. They are a force to be reckoned with. Keep an eye on the Denver Nuggets. They do have a tough schedule coming in, but keep an eye on the Denver Nuggets after the break.
Go ahead, Big Perk.
Wendy, the Nuggets are not a sleeper, right? Like, they have their whole core. They're legit title contenders. They're a threat to win it all. Now, a sleeper, now, Stephen A., listen, y'all know I don't do this often because I'm not wrong. I'm not right. I'm not wrong often, okay? But let me apologize. Let me apologize to Ty Lue. Let me apologize to Ty Lue and the Los Angeles Clippers because I killed them when they lost Paul George and gave Paul George and got nothing back. And I said that they didn't do anything to surround and make this team better. And they're right there in the thick of things. And I knew better. I knew better. When it comes down to T. Lue bringing out the best of his players, he does that at the highest level. That's why he's one of the best coaches in the game. And now you have a team where James Harden is on his way to San Francisco as an all-star. Norman Powell should have been an all-star. And now Kawhi Leonard is the third option on this team. You have a group of veterans that has bought into their system, bought into their roles. You have Big Zubac down there playing the center position at a very high level. You have all these guys coming in off the bench that are being stars in their role. By the way, they just got Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons played a pretty decent damn game yesterday.
What?
For his first game in the Clipper uniform coming in off the bench. I'm looking at this team. What? What?
Is he still even in the league?
Yes, he's in the league. He's in the league. I believe he had like 14, 7, and 8 last night off the bench for the Clippers. Listen, I'm telling you, man, Ty Lue does wonders. They're not going to ask Ben Simmons to be the former #1 pick. They're going to ask him to be something off the bench that he's capable of being on this team full of vets. People need to watch out for the Los Angeles Clippers. They're the real deal. If you watch them play, they play inspiring basketball on both ends of the floor. Jeff Van Gundy is the defensive coordinator over there. He has those guys locked in defensively. I'm telling you, this Clipper team is real, and people need to watch out for them. They're my sleeper in the Western Conference.
They feel like a banana in the tailpipe. Stephen,
I don't blame you for that. I don't blame you for that. I would say the Lakers because Luka and LeBron is not something that I can sleep on because of the impact that dynamic duo can ultimately have if indeed they're a dynamic duo. I agree with Perk on 2 points, though, Wendy. I don't view the Denver Nuggets as a sleeper at all. They are right where I think they would be. They could beat anybody in the West when they're on their game when Jamal Murray is. And then when Perk brings up Jeff Van Gundy as your defensive coordinator, me interviewing Ty Lue earlier this season, seeing the job that he has been doing, knowing what a great coach he is, with James Harden balling, Norman Powell I thought should have been an all-star. I can't disagree with Perk. The only thing that I would say, Perk just threw me off. Because thank God I didn't have food in my mouth when he brought up Ben Simmons. I mean, you got to be kidding me. I mean, this brother right here, listen, he'll show up tonight. You don't know what he's going to do tomorrow night. You don't know what he's going to do next week. And guess what? It might have nothing to do with basketball. This is the only basketball player in American history that I've seen being assigned to play basketball was treated like they were asking him to be on the front lines of the war in Ukraine. I mean, this dude, it don't make no damn sense, okay? It's inexplicable stuff that goes on with him. So I don't know, and I'm not even joking about it because I don't know what's, in all seriousness, what's been wrong with him mentally, emotionally, or whatever. And I know he's had some injuries. Please don't get me wrong, the knee, the back, and all. I get all of that stuff. But you talk about a brother, once his contract expires, I think it'd be a challenge for him to get minimum. It don't make any sense what's happened to that brother's basketball career. Yes, he never could shoot, but my God, he could do everything else. He was such a special talent. And the drop-off is one of the more precipitous ones I believe we have seen in the history of basketball. It's just unreal, the drop-off that's taken place with him. So all I'm saying is, Perk, I get you with the Clippers. I ain't mad at that at all. But if Ty Lue and Jeff Van Gundy and them brothers can get Ben Simmons to play like he played last night on a consistent basis, you know what? Just rip up Ty Lue's contract. Just rip up that contract extension that he had and then double it. Double it. Because you talk about mission impossible being achieved, that would be it. If Ty Lue gets Ben Simmons to be a relevant, if Ty Lue gets Ben Simmons to be a relevant basketball player again, I'm talking about mentally, because we all know the skills there, y'all. We all know it's there. Nobody's questioning Ben Simmons' talent other than his shooting ability. We know he has everything else: size, ball handling, basketball IQ, passing ability. I mean, the brother, defensive ability. The brother's special as a talent. It's entirely in the head. If Ty Lue and Jeff Van Gundy if they get this brother to play, Jeff Van Gundy needs to come off the Clippers bench. Somebody needs to hire him as a head coach, and Ballman needs to rip up Ty Lue's contract and double it. Whatever you giving him, double it. Because that's mission impossible pulled off right there. That'll put Tom Cruise to shame.
I'll throw one other team out there. In the modern NBA, your offense is your floor. All right, Orlando ranks dead last in scoring at 104 points per game. 10 years ago, that would have ranked 5th. Everybody can score. It's the teams who play defense that make the difference. Memphis is top 7 in the NBA in both offensive and defensive efficiency right now. The only teams that join them in that category are OKC and Boston. They're the 2 seeds, so maybe they're not a sleeper. But for all the vitriol that came John Morant's way a few years ago, it feels like this time around we should be paying attention to how well he's turned it around, as well as that team. I'll leave that there. Windy and Perk, excellent.
Both the Los Angeles Lakers and Los Angeles Clippers rank among the NBA's 10 most valuable franchises at the start of 2025, according to a new CNBC report analyzing team valuations based on revenue, TV contracts, and other commercial assets. The Lakers, one of the league's most iconic and historically successful franchises, secured the number 3 spot with an impressive valuation of $7 billion. Despite their elite status, the team does not own its arena, which affects its revenue streams. Their home, Crypto.com Arena, is owned by Anschutz Entertainment Group, meaning the Lakers cannot generate additional income from the building outside of the games they play there. According to CNBC's senior sports reporter Michael Ozanian, this situation makes ticket revenue from Lakers games extremely important in terms of the team's overall income. Compared to other teams that own and operate their own arenas, the Lakers rely heavily on ticket sales, sponsorships, and broadcasting deals to maintain their financial standing in the league. A new era for the Lakers with Luka Doncic. The Lakers have made headlines with a blockbuster trade that shook the NBA. In a stunning move, the team acquired Slovenian superstar Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for power forward Anthony Davis. This marked the end of an era for Davis in Los Angeles, as he was a crucial part of the Lakers' 2019 to 2020 championship run. Doncic, one of the most skilled and complete players in the league, arrives in Los Angeles at a pivotal moment as the franchise looks to return to the top of the NBA. In his official introduction on February 4th, Doncic expresses excitement about this new chapter in his career. "I'm excited for this new journey with the Lakers," the Slovenian star said. The acquisition of Doncic has sparked widespread debate among analysts and fans. Many view him as the future leader of the Lakers, capable of taking over from LeBron James, who, at 40 years old, is in the final stretch of his legendary career. However, others believe that trading Davis could weaken the team's defensive balance, something head coach Darvin Ham will need to address in his tactical approach. A historic season with LeBron and Bronny James. Beyond Doncic's arrival, the 2024 to 2025 season will be historic for another reason: the debut of Bronny James, son of LeBron James. The young player, selected by the Lakers in the 2024 NBA draft, will make history by becoming the first son to play alongside his father in the league. On October 22, 2024, in the Lakers season opener, LeBron and Bronny will share the court in an unprecedented milestone in NBA history. This moment has further increased the spotlight on the Lakers, making them the most talked-about team of the season. With a mix of experience, youth, and star power, the Lakers are gearing up for a season filled with high expectations. The arrival of Luka Doncic, LeBron James' enduring legacy, and Bronny's debut position the franchise as one of the leading contenders for the NBA title in 2025.